Hey guys, my name is NosferKitty and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. I don't remember where we left off, so we're just gonna load back up. It's only been like a couple hours slash yesterday. Come on now. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. Where am I? Oh, that's right. Okay. We had been sent on the mission from Charisse to find her agent. Oh, and we found her agent. We found her agent, and it was not a pleasant thing. We also ran into Marcus, and now I believe we're back at the hotel. So here we go. The glimmering hotel lobby welcomed my return with warm lamplight. Oh, and I will apologize if I paused to cough or sound kind of congested. I woke up sick this morning, so yay. But the second I stepped inside, the desk clerk hastily motioned me over, offering me the telephone and a scribbled phone number. Apparently, Charisse was traveling and couldn't receive my report in person, so I had to ring up her hotel. Yes, Charisse Locke speaking. Her voice crackled sharply at me, brisk as ever. Who is this? Your favorite little mistake. Ah, yes. I suppose using your name would have been too much effort. She sighed very audibly, almost like she was blowing directly into the receiver. I assume you found the agent then? Give me the details of your report. I'm gonna give her everything. I described everything that I could remember, mentioning the agent's body and the way I discovered her. There was the note, too, which I read out to Charisse. I see. After I finished, the line went silent for several long moments. It doesn't seem like an act of intimidation, but it's most peculiar to leave the body in the sewers regardless. Her halting words sounded a little wary, concern rippling through her voice. To be perfectly honest, this strikes me as the work of an independent rogue, or a serial killer rather than an assassin. Rather unnerving, to say the least. Well, Charisse pointedly cleared her throat, and just like that, glided onto the next subject. Your timing, as always, is perfect. I recently received a message about a few problematic mortals. These past 2 nights, it would appear they've been searching for vampires, most likely as part of some supernatural tabloid publication. She let out a quiet, weary exhale that suggested this kind of thing wasn't new. Normally, they wouldn't be anything but a mild nuisance, except these mortals are dangerously close to the Mavar hideout on the beach. And I assume you know firsthand how rowdy Randall and his followers are. I couldn't really tell if her pointed remark was supposed to be be accusing or sympathetic. Knowing Charisse, though, it was probably safe to assume the former. Therefore, to put things bluntly, I need you to drive these humans away. You are up to the task, I assume? Fine. Good. Be discreet. Feel free to employ whatever means necessary. Just ensure that Randall's street urchins don't show their faces on the nightly news. Very well. Unless there's further business, I'll leave you to your devices. Nope. Bye, bitch. I feel like I'm not supposed to hate her, but I do anyway. With that, the line clicked off, and my second mission for Charisse came to an end. It seemed like this was going to be my new routine, at least until the war was over. So, for better or worse, I'd have to settle into it. At the desk clerk's insistence, I changed into a bathrobe and let the staff wash my disgusting clothes. By the time I returned to my room, still swathed in fluffy pink cotton, the sun's rays were beginning to loom dangerously on the horizon. I was reading wow, I fucked that up majorly. I was meeting Randall at Saturnalia tomorrow, which would presumably be more relaxing than tonight's adventure. When I left the beach house, he sounded eager to see me again, so hopefully I wouldn't be stood up. Stop freaking out, thing. Crawling under the covers, I curled up in comforting darkness. Soon, sleep took me away, blocking out the painful sun. Oh, I can't get in there. Oh, wait, can I? Options. I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit more again. Just a tiny bit. The end of another night in Hollywood. Yay! Date with Randall! Woo! Cracky voice and all. The faded wooden sign. The faded wooden sign in front of me looked like a relic from Hollywood's golden age. Saturnalia, it read in swirly letters. Seemed this was the place. I'd left the hotel not long ago, where the desk clerk helpfully gave me directions to Heath's bar. Apparently, it was a popular neutral ground for LA's vampires, even the ones who didn't live close to Hollywood. I wasn't really sure what to expect from the place, or if I'd be welcomed as a new vampire. But since Heath ran it, I'd hopefully be safe. I swear to God if my neighbors don't stop. Jasper? No, she's got hair, never mind. Well, they've got hair. The bar I stepped into was dim, slightly cramped, and flecked with low conversations. Something about it felt faded, like the sign outside. Maybe it was the peeling movie posters on the walls, or the lonely patrons sitting in corners, or the glittering lights that filtered through the windows. Somehow, it brought me back to a time I couldn't even remember. Where's my man? Yay! I sound like Tara Reid right now. Callie! A loud, husky, unmistakable voice called out to me from the corner of the bar. Sure enough, there was Randall, sitting at a table and raising his glass to greet me. Yep. I'm gonna scream right back at him, motherfucker. Come on, thing, stop. Get over here already. Ooh, okay. Following his bark demand, I approached Randall's table, peering curiously into his glass. The liquid looked like blood, but I caught the scent of alcohol too. Oh yeah, it's from a drunk human. The only way most of us can keep it down. Randall offered an explanation after noticing my gaze, chuckling softly. Yes, I am a little thirsty. Thanks for asking. Slow down, kid. I was getting to the... Oh, he looks sad. Maybe that was a bad idea. You really don't like to waste any time, do you? Guess I can appreciate your enthusiasm. With a faint snort, he reached forward to pull out my chair, motioning me to sit. I settled down onto the old, brittle stool, which let out a faint squeak of protest. Once again, English number 1. Anyway, spiked or regular blood. Not everyone likes to get buzzed, so I won't judge you if you take it easy. Spiked, please. Oh, alright, coming right up. I sound like a prepubescent boy. He hopped off his seat and strode towards the bar, his huge boots thudding across the tile. Are we admiring his assheads here or what? While I waited for Randall to come back, I glanced over to his side of the table, where a few napkins were scattered around. He'd been drawing on the napkins. Pretty skilled drawings, too. But all of his sketches were dark, even disturbing, blending the grotesque and the beautiful. I leaned in closer to make out the various figures, all of them drawn with thick, intense lines. There was a corpse-like creature with a giant insectoid wings, an androgynous human in the nude with hair streaming down their bony shoulders, and a gory, crucified figure staring emptily into space, his jaw messily ripped off. His talent took me aback. I hadn't really expected Randall to draw this kind of intricate, unsettling work. Hey, get back on your own side of the table, kid. Please don't fucking do this every time. It's gonna freak out. I keep going, come on now, but whatever. Randall approached me with 2 glasses in hand, raising a playfully accusing brow at me. Excuse me. Excuse. I had to do something to pass the time while I waited for you. You fashionably late fuckers are why I always carry a pen around. He set down 1 glass in front of me, downing a gulp from his own, and slid back into his seat. His drawings are really good. Color me impressed. Color you impressed? That's some kind of shitty pun? Just teasing you. Thanks, kid. Randall took the napkins and crumpled them into a ball, stuffing it into his back pocket. I could tell he didn't really want to discuss them any further. Maybe it was embarrassing for him, considering his image and reputation. Really, though? I mean, I get it, but dang, that's sucky. Now, how about a toast? To the legendary partnership of a starry-eyed newbie and her handsome mentor. Do we want to be cheeky, or do we want to just... fuck it. Cheers, motherfucker. After I toasted Randall, I curiously tasted the dark liquid inside my glass. The rich, intoxicating taste of blood mingled with the telltale burn of alcohol. It was interesting, to say the least. Always packs a punch. Good stuff. With a satisfied grunt, Randall set his glass back down on the table. Oh yeah, before I forget, Callie. Last time we talked, you said you'd trade some dirt on Queen Bitch in exchange for my sagely wisdom, didn't you? Guess it's too soon for you to know anything, though. She probably just has you running around to pick up her dry cleaning right now. If you call a dead body dry cleaning, then yeah. A dead body, huh? Well, that's not that strange a thing to find in this city. Unless there was something else weird about it. My mind flashed back to the twisted scene I had found in the sewers. That disfigured corpse and the strange accompanying note. Calling it weird was something of an understatement. It was one of Charisse's agents, and she looked like the victim of a serial killer. A serial killer? Going after vampires? Never heard of something like that before. Wonder who could be behind it. He scratched absentmindedly at his beard, frowning a little. Well, thanks for telling me anyway. I doubt she'll make you do any stuff related to the war anytime soon. Especially not while she knows you and I are together. I mean, spending time together. Mentorship and shit. That wasn't a Freudian slip, was it? Nah, I always say exactly what I mean to say. Not too good at mind games like Marcus. I'm not too good at mind games like Marcus, though, so don't read too much into things. Randall glanced down into his glass, rattling the ice cubes around in a circle. A small, thoughtful crease appeared on his forehead, as if he were considering something carefully. Alright, let's talk about you, kid. With a patient sigh, he returned his gaze up to mine, tilting his head a little to the side. I know it might seem like a nice gig, getting a fancy hotel room in exchange for doing queen bitch's errands. But the truth is, you're not gonna learn jack shit about yourself like that. I was mulling things over after you left the other night and... well, I think you should spend more time with me. And the clan, you know. I don't really do mentoring in the traditional sense. But if you hang around with us long enough, I know you'll learn a lot of things. Fuck. Both of these choices are kind of shit. But I thought you said I couldn't join the Mavar. Hey, you're not joining. It's just a temporary agreement. Shh. He put a finger to his lips with a smirk, winking at me conspiratorially. That's a word. I'm not saying you'll want to be part of our, family, clan, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I know it's not for everyone. But you can pick up a whole lot of wisdom from being around people who are different from you, listening to what they have to say, even if you don't like it or agree with it. And hey, when we're not getting into trouble, we have some pretty killer parties. Let me tell you, a killer party when you're already fucking dead? Goddamn legendary. This one. And you don't even have to worry about alcohol poisoning. Count me in. Now you're catching on. If that's not a silver lining, I don't know what the hell is. But real talk, kid. I'm glad you want to stick around. I'm looking forward to it. Jesus. Randall beamed at me, his eyes shining affectionately. But after a few moments, the smile on his face grew more wistful. He traced a finger along the grooves in our table, throwing a brief glance out the window before meeting my gaze again. Say it! What is this look? What is this? Stop! Don't you think this is so funny as hell, Callie? Kind of pathetic, too. What do you mean? I'm talking about us. Sitting here talking over drinks, trying to hold on to our humanity by copying what we did in life. But a vampire drinking out of a glass is like a lion eating a hamburger. I see what you mean. Right? It just doesn't make any sense. So let's go find a human and share it. Of course, we probably can't do that because we'd end up killing it, and then you're not supposed to do that. And rules. Okay, I'd appreciate it if it didn't jar the music every time the guy moved. You know, a beast pretending it's civilized. A wild creature should be hunting its own food. Accepting what it is, not acting all human. I'm not saying we should gore people in the streets, but it's pointless to act like something we're not, following rules that keep us from being what we are. You know what I mean? He glanced sharply at me, not bothering to hide the curiosity in his eyes. I agree. To hell with rulers and rules. I've had enough of those when I was alive. That's the spirit, kid. I wish everyone saw those things like you do. Or saw things like you do, excuse me. But they don't. Which is why we're in the middle of a goddamn war. One that might go on forever at this rate. He paused then, lifting up his glass to drain the rest of its contents. When it was empty, Randall clanked it down on the table and leaned forward, lowering his voice a little. Hey, listen, kid. Just between you and me, I gotta say I appreciate how honest you are. It's a real breath of fresh air in between all the fucking politics. Chuckling faintly, he glanced down to his empty glass, then back up to my face. Hell, I couldn't care less what house he came from. Because, you're... Callie? Oh dear, this is no bueno. Oh, fuck, it's Heath. Great! Fucking mood killer. You fucking mood killer. You came by. You should have said something sooner. Oh. Yeah, exactly my thoughts. My thoughts too, Randall. Fuck. Boner killer. Fuck. I'm so mad right now. I've been dying to play this for like the last 12 hours. And I'm so pissed. Oh. Great. As soon as a delighted voice rang out in the bar, Randall rolled his eyes so hard that I only saw their whites for a second. Yay! Heath! Fuck. The source of his annoyance strolled up soon after, smiling warmly down at me. I'm sorry, I didn't see you come in. Otherwise, would have made sure you got special treatment. Bruh. This fucking face! Bitch! Who said she's not? He's gonna punch you. Oh my god, his fucking face. He's just like, fuck, bro. Really? Goddamn cockblock. You brought a friend. As if he'd only just noticed Randall, Heath tilted his head towards the other man curiously. Never. I forgot sometimes how quickly you bond together. Quit it! He's just not having it. Randall's just not about this. Yeah, and I came here to talk to him, not you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. I just wanted to say hello. You've said hello. Is there something else you'd like to say? No, I can tell when I'm intruding. He let out an apologetic laugh, turning his head away from Randall's glare. I hate being rude, but, like... Heath, you are a cockblock. Well, stay safe out there, the two of you. Maybe we'll see each other again sometime. Yeah, maybe. After glancing briefly between Randall and me, Heath turned and disappeared around the corner, probably heading to check on another customer. Randall stared after him, narrowing his eyes. I'm glad you feel the same way I do about that guy. Yeah, good thing his charms don't work on you. Yeah, you're too sharp to fall for that anyway. Ooh, you're so jealous. Now, what was I saying before he stuck his powdered nose in? Shit. Whatever. Let's get drunk and swap stories. Hey, another round over here! I think we're gonna stop here and continue this little date a little bit later. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or any game suggestions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see what I can do about playing games, because as we can tell, my computer's a piece of crap. And please feel free to subscribe if you're not already, because I'd love to have you around, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!